Welcome to OFW Runner, day 98. This is Adena. Today is April 7, 2017. And the question for today, or the topic for today, is the dipping system, as promised yesterday. And for those of you who just tuned in, this is my New Day's resolution, my version of New Year's resolution, wherein instead of thinking of a task to complete within the year, I am committing to complete a task every single day of the year. And I'm taking a video of it so I can inspire even just one person to start a habit and make it a good one. And I will see you in 30 minutes. The dipping system. D stands for deadline, P stands for plan, and ING stands for acting upon it, or inging everything. That's dipping, spelled as D-P-I-N-G. There you go. So, I have this story about my baby, my daughter, wanting her to taste the meat for the first time. And what she told me is this: I don't want to. Just because she said, I don't want to. And I ask her, why is it that you're saying you don't want to when you haven't tried it yet? So, is there any one of you guilty of not trying something, even if you haven't tried it yet? Try business. I don't want to. But have you tried it? Nope. Try wasabi. I don't want to. Right? But have you tried it yet? Right? So, this system is what I do whenever I'm encountering the same thing as my child. That I'm going into something that I need to do or I wanted to do, but I keep on procrastinating, right? Because I haven't experienced it yet. So there's two things that hinders anyone from trying something. Number one, laziness. Just plain laziness. And number two is the fear of failing, even if you haven't tried it yet, right? Say it, vocalize it. When I hear myself saying that, it feels like a confession, because I am guilty of it. I am guilty of not doing something even if I have not done it yet, right? I've told everyone, or I've told in previous videos on this YouTube channel, that the statistics says Filipinos, OFWs, come home for good successfully, meaning they don't have to come back again, or they will live comfortable lives in the Philippines, is when they start a business, either in the country they're staying or in the Philippines. So the reintegration process starts when you actually start a business. But people are afraid of starting a business. Why? Because of laziness and fear of failure. They don't want to fail, right? When in actuality, in a bigger picture, you are failing. You are failing already. As an OFW, if you keep on staying outside the country for a very long time, but in your mind you want to go home, you're actually failing. You're actually failing very slowly, but you're failing. You're actually in a quicksand, but you don't know it. You don't know that you are on it. And you are slowly going in the quicksand, and you are failing every day that you are not deadlining yourself to go home, planning to go home, and actually acting upon it. You're failing, right? So why is it that you're not fearing failure when it's slow, and you can actually turn your mindset that if I'm actually already failing right now with my plan to go home, which I'm not doing anything about, then do the dipping system, right? Gary Vaynerchuk says in his book, Crush It, he says, dip your toe in the pool. you will never go swimming if you don't do it. So, I know, but I don't want to swim, right? You're telling yourself that you don't want to swim, but you actually do. You're telling yourself that you don't want to go home, but you actually do. You said, I'm not planning on going home. It's good here in the country that I'm living in, so I'm good. But when you go home, take a vacation, you're always telling yourself, I want to retire here. I want to retire here early. I want to retire here in the next 5 years, 10 years. But yet, when you come to the country when you go back to the country that you're working in, you say, oh, nakakatamad. What? Or, nakakatakot eh. Risky mag-business. But, remember, you're failing. You're in a quicksand and you're failing. So do the dipping system. Let's go back to the story of my daughter. What I did is, I told her, you can cry, and there's only two things that will happen. You will cry, and then you will eat the meat after, or you don't cry, and you eat the meat. That's it. So, you can cry, and still go home after, or you can cry, or you don't cry, and then go home in the Philippines. Right? Do the dipping system. I know you can do this. Because if I can jog, walk, run 365 days this 2017, and I promise you I'm going home, I'm planning about it, I'm doing the dipping system myself. I'm failing anyway, right? So I'm dipping it. I'm dipping my toe on this reintegration process. If I can do this, I know you can too.